Bill Bynum. Very
Bill
nice.
Withers.
Yeah, Bill Withers. Great cover. Sounded good. Beautiful guitar. I was noticing when you
Thank
played.
you.
It's
Yeah,
one of
this
the
is a
pretty
poor-
ones I've seen.
This is a poor man's Martin. This is one of the lower priced Martins you can buy. At least 10 years ago it was about $600. And because it's not finished, it doesn't have a finish on it, it kind of looks much older than it is. And because I beat it up so bad too. So I get a lot of attention over this guitar. And
Yeah.
actually it's just a low-end guitar that works for me.
Really? Yeah, it's beautiful. The wood finish, very, very nice. Very nice.
Kind of good deep resonance to it. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, very, very good. Got here that you won first prize in the Metro Detroit Songwriting Showcase.
I did. Yes, I did.
When was that?
That was back in '06, and I was proud to say that I won first prize until I found out there was a grand prize winner too. What the heck? There was three of us first prize. How are there three first prize winners? I feel like a hog at the fair. You know, I got a blue ribbon, first prize, and there's a bunch of us that got that. So no,
But still,
the grand prize winner was John Latini, who I admire greatly, and
Yeah.
if I had to take second spot or tied for second with somebody, I'm glad it was
Yeah,
him.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And that's not the Great Lakes one, is it? No.
I think
there's so many. I'm trying
at
to
the time it was called the Michigan or the Detroit. You know, it's been evolving. I think that
Yeah.
same contest has
Okay.
expanded to the Great Lakes
Yeah,
one. So at the
okay,
time it
okay.
wasn't yet reaching that far, but then they opened it up to the states that are on the Great Lakes.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
I thought so when you said John Latini. I was like, well, I thought that was the Great Lakes songwriting guy. Okay, because I
Yeah.
think I was a judge in that one.
Oh.
I remember. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh,
No,
fine.
I'm sure you were there. When we get those to be judged, when we get those songs, we have no names on it. It's just a blank CD or an MP3 with the
Neat.
song. No idea who
It's
it is.
okay. I won't
Yeah.
hold it.
Yeah,
It's okay.
so,
I don't
yeah.
hold a grudge.
Which is good. We don't know who they are. We just listen to them. I mean, if sometimes you may recognize a voice, but you're still not sure. That's how they let us judge. So
That's neat.
That's
That's how it
always
should
fun.
be.
Yes, yeah, anonymous, and you don't know, just on the character of the song and
Now,
the
if we could
wording.
elect our politicians that way, it'd be
Yeah.
a lot easier world to live in,
Wouldn't it? Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, that song was called "Loving You." Is that the?
The song I won with was called
Yes,
"Loving You."
Loving
Yeah,
You.
that was the second song I ever wrote. And
Oh,
I wrote
really?
About my lovely wife, Lori, and hope she's listening back home. And yeah, that's right. Didn't expect to win anything, but was very proud.
Well, only the second song you wrote. That's impressive.
Yeah, honest to goodness. So I haven't written that many, but the ones I've written are very personal to me, and I'm proud of them. And when they're done,
Obviously, when you
Yeah.
get first prize, not
Thanks.
grand, but first, still,
Yeah.
still very good.
I'll
Just-
take it.
Yeah, for a songwriter, any kind of prize is to be acknowledged is got to be a big thing.
It
Yeah.
is.
Gives you more, more incentive, and it's like, well, I can do this. People like my stuff.
Even when a person walks up to you after a show and says, I heard every word you sang, and even if compared to winning a contest, all those things are very uplifting. If you're a novice musician, you're trying to make your way. I'm actually playing hooky from my day job right now, so it's kind of a second career or a backup career for me that I'd like to pursue.
Okay.
But how do you know if you're reaching people if they don't come out and tell you? And when they do that, it's very, very uplifting. We've got a lot of fans that have been very supportive to us, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, that's very important for musicians. So what is your regular day job?
I've been a financial advisor with Ameriprise Financial for 21 years now.
Oh,
And
okay.
we have a practice down in Trenton with my partner and his wife. The three of us team to work for about 300 households we manage for personal finance. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
all of our clients, if you're out there listening, I'll be back to work soon. I promise.
Do you have a lot of musicians contacting you for that end of your business?
No, the musicians don't have a lot of money to invest. I
That's
don't know what that's
true, yeah.
about. At least around
I
Detroit.
thought so. I had a feeling. Unfortunately.
That's why I'm going to stick to my day job.
Not unusual in the music world.
That's for
Absolutely. All right. Actually, I'm going to jump to, I got all my stuff in my hand here. Going to jump to the Pam exam. Here, we'll put it under my, there we go.
Keep that warm.
The Pam exam, yeah. Stick to me. This is something I do for all of my musicians when they come on the stage here. Just a little more insight into the minds of our musician. What they do besides music. So
Now you got me nervous as
no,
Richardson
don't
and
be
Pool
nervous.
Boy up here. I
No,
tell you.
don't be nervous. All right. What is the first record you ever bought?
I think the very first one, I remember it very well. We got our first stereo because I'm the youngest of five. And my brother Dale got Mudslide Slim by James Taylor. My brother Tim got Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. And my sister got Creedence Clearwater Revival. And I got a Sesame Street album because I was 6. And I was so bummed in the end of that process. But I was listening to their stuff more than mine, yeah.
That's funny. Well, yeah, but I'm sure you got to listen to it and share it, so.
You betcha.
It's
Yeah.
Sesame Street,
Yeah.
huh?
Rainbow Connection.
Oh, well, good
It's a
one.
great
Yeah,
song,
there you
yeah.
go. There you go.
I know it. It's a good one. So.
What is the first concert you attended?
Oh, I was 15, not able to drive yet, and was probably on some, I probably had a, what they call an illegal smile going on. I was at REO Speedwagon back in the 70s when it was called Pine Knob.
Yep.
And when they would actually let people roll kegs right up on top of the hill there. So I'm surprised that we survived it. It was pretty scary.
They were so lenient back then,
Yeah.
what you could bring in.
First
it was
concert,
so,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's probably why so many people have so many great memories and fun times at Pine Knob.
That's a great
Yeah,
question.
bring your own food, bring your own drinks, bring everything in and watch a great concert.
Good.
Pine Knob, yep,
Yeah.
on the hill. So
REO
good
Speedwagon.
REO, good one. What is in your fridge right now?
Ooh, what's in the fridge? We got a lot of very expensive milk. My wife's very health conscious. And we have these half gallons of, it's like organic skim milk, and it costs about twice what a gallon of regular milk costs. And my father's just turning in his grave right now, knowing that I had to spend that much money for a gallon of milk. But that's what we do in our world because we have 2 daughters, and somehow it's healthier for them to have organic milk, I've been told.
Okay.
So I just follow orders.
Do you drink it too?
Oh, I drink a ton of
okay.
it, yeah. That's
All right, well, at least you're benefiting.
works for
from
me, yeah.
It works for you. How old are your daughters?
I have 2 beautiful daughters. Pauline is 17, and she's a phenomenal ice skater, and she's already a college student. As a high school junior, she started college already. And we adopted our second daughter, May, from China. She's 10 now, and she's a phenomenal skater, and she's a fine fiddle player, too. And my wife is homeschooling her as well, and we expect big things for both of them. We're very, very blessed when it comes to our 2 daughters.
Good, cool. All right. What is the last song you downloaded?
Ooh, let's see here. I just, what was it today? I had, it's called A Christmas Story by, I think it's John Prine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song. Is that the right one? You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of a redneck Christmas type thing, yeah. I could even play that for you if you'd like. No, I don't know if I got the right guy here. I got XM radio that I listen to sometimes, and mostly I listen to public radio and college radio. But on the XM, I'm not always paying attention. If I buy a CD, it's got all the credits there. I'm just listening to it. But I'm pretty sure that's
John
right.
Prine does have a Christmas album out.
All right.
So.
Must be the right guy. I hope it is.
All right. If you could have any one person in your band, not including who's in there now, and they could be dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh, man, that's a good question. I like that Graham Parsons guy. I'd like to hook up with him and see if we could do some tunes. Yeah, he's pretty talented.
That'd be good,
guy.
yeah.
I also like Don Rich from Buck Owens' band. He was a phenomenal guitar player, so I'm going to throw him in as an alternate if he can't make it. The other guy can't make it.
Okay, just in case.
Yeah.
All right. Bill, what is your most memorable music moment?
I was driving down the road listening to college radio, and Steve Earle came on with a bluegrass album. And I was, this is 10 or 12 years ago, and I was listening to a lot of things at that time, but I really hadn't found the genre of music that I'm deep into right now. And that was the moment. He played, I forget it's off of his Mountain album. And it was just, at that moment, they also plugged in that he's playing at Michigan Theater that night. And we went out and took my wife, and Dale McCory and his sons were opening for Steve and also playing with Steve's band. And it was all bluegrass. And from that moment, I've just been on a kind of a crash course of finding that music and then also mixing in lots of other things. But things really turned when I was in my truck listening to college radio, and boom, here comes Steve Earle on there. So that's
a defining moment.
That was the moment for me, yeah, for sure.
All right, cool.
It's very clear.
And you knew that. You went right to that.
It's in our bio and everything. Everybody knows it. So
obviously had an impression on you.
It did, yeah.
Well, good for you. Have you ever met Steve?
I've seen him a couple times, but haven't met him personally. Listened to his radio show and stuff, and really like what he does because he, a good friend mentions to me, our media today sometimes, and I don't mean as much in public radio as much as I do in our bought and sold media that's out there. I don't know if we're all getting the right message sometimes, and I think Steve would agree by his actions, and my friend kind of implied to me that it's up to artists, songwriters, poets, sculptors, painters, talk show hosts. It's up to us to get a word out there.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what the word is, but there's a lot of haves and have-nots today, and there's a lot of separation. It gets exacerbated, and I think, something that Steve does that I really appreciate is he tries to speak for the underdog. Yeah, a lot, condemned prisoners is a big theme that he's approached a lot, you know, and against the death penalty and such, and all kinds of things like that. I think as artists, it's our time to try to get a message out there, try to send a positive message. It's important, I think.
Very nice. Well said.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, one final question.
Okay.
If you were a spice, what would it be?
Paprika.
Paprika.
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue. Paprika. I already knew that one.
Did you know I was going to ask you that?
Somehow
okay.
I saw that was coming. No, I'm just kidding. I had no idea.
No idea. Well, you know, I thought, oh, you know, hopefully people are not going to find out ahead of time what the questions are, or, you know, listening and thinking, oh, I better have these answers. You know, I want it off the top of your head, so.
That's right. I feel good.
Good. Yeah, you answered pretty well. You answered, you know, you didn't have to think about it. I had an artist here was like, it's like, okay. we're on live.
I'm more the speak before I think type. That works for me.
Well, that is the Pam exam. Good job for you.
Thank you.
All right. Can we have another song?
Yeah, I'm going to do a song by James McMurtry. I live right down the river here, and I'm so happy to see things starting to happen in our community and in our city here in Detroit. But, you know, there's still a long ways to go, and a lot of foreclosures are just happening right now. They might have happened a year ago, but right now a lot of people are being, you know, as you drive down river, you can't help it. You see a yard full of furniture, and you know what's going on there,
Oh,
you know.
boy.
So it's a tough world out there. I think James wrote a great song here that
For
kind
people
of
that
talks
want to
about
find
that.
your music, find where you're playing, what's the best way?
Well, we need you out there. I'm going to tell you, this music's not easy to get by in. So please, if you're online, please go to billbynum.com. It's BYNUM, just like the ball players. Go to billbynum.com and look us up. There's a calendar there. We keep about 50 shows a year in the schedule, so we're playing all the time everywhere. And we need support. If you like this kind of music, or even if you don't like it, come in and tell me. I'll play something different. If you've got any requests, let me know.
There you go.
That's the easiest way to know what we're doing.
Okay.
Just go to billbynum.com.
Sounds real good.
Yeah.
Sounds real good. And again, you've got the one CD out called Daddy's Word, and you've got a second one you're working on.
This summer, early fall.
Okay, great. You can let us know here that
You bet we
when
will.
that comes out, we'll have you back.
Yeah.
Here's
Thank you,
some of
Pam.
that new stuff. And right now, you got to get to your sound check here at the Spring-Fed Arts in the Park, right down the road here. So
Come on over for lunch if you can.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
a beautiful day.
it is a beautiful day here in the D. And again, thank you so much for coming on the Pam Rossi Show. Do appreciate that. Everybody,
Pam.
Bill Bynum.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
All right, you go do your sound check.